Hey guys, I'm Greg with the Fix My Bleep channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. On this video, I've got a smart light switch. It's one of the single poles wireless light switches made by Nexete, and on this thing you can program it, you can set it up on a schedule. It's a dimmer switch. It's great for indoor lights, outdoor lights. You can also switch it out for fans. I've got 7 or 8 of these things installed in my house, so it's a great addition for a smart home. So be sure and like and subscribe. It really helps my new channel. So here's what it looks like. Doesn't look like a whole lot. You can pick this thing up on Amazon, on Newegg. A lot of different websites sell this thing, so let's check it out. Let's get to the video. Thanks so much, you guys. Alright, let's see what's in the box here, you guys. Open this thing up. We have a single pole smart wall light switch. See what exactly we've got. There's our switch. Some wire nuts and some screws right there. We've got a plate. Looks like we got a jumper wire. Got some instructions. I think we got another, looks like a ground wire. And that is what is in the box. That is everything right there. Okay, the only tools required for this project are just some wire strippers, a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, and just a standard regular flathead screwdriver. So the other obvious, Captain Obvious here, make sure your breaker is turned off before you try to install this thing, otherwise it'll shock the bejesus out of you. 110 volt doesn't feel so good when it's running through your fingertips, so just word of advice there, people, okay? Alright you guys, so I will be installing this smart switch in our office or den right here on the wall. And it's going to go in the center, or actually in the right slot there, and it's going to be running our fan here in the office. And so let's get this installed and let's check it out. You guys, so the switch is all wired up correctly. You'll see the little flashing wireless light. It's ready to be added onto the network, so we are all set there. Okay, after wiring up your switch, just go ahead and add the switch onto your network. Confirm it's blinking rapidly. Add it onto your network, hit next. It should go ahead and find it and add it along with your other devices. Give it a name, hit save, and you're all done. Okay, smart switch all installed. There's our fan, switch. Go ahead and let's hit the switch. Turns on, fan starts up. Switch off. It's all installed. We're going to go ahead and use the app and hit the den fan right there. And it just turned the switch on. And we can turn it off. And off we go. Alright you guys, just a quick demo of the outdoor lights here. I've got them set up on the app on the phone, and I can do just outdoor lights. I can get them all here just using the phone app. Turn them all off and all back on just using the phone app. We can set them up individually using the outdoor accent lighting, which is just the lights under the windows. Or we can get just the front lights, which are the lights around the garage and the doors. So very cool app, very easy to use, and very easy to set up. Alright you guys, so you've reached the review portion of the video. And so on this smart switch, there's a lot of positive things to say about it. There's not a ton of negative stuff to say about it. So let's go over to the positive for starters. So the first thing is it's very affordable. It's around $22 for the single pole switch right now. You can find it on Amazon. There's a link in the description, so check that out. You don't need a hub to run this thing, which is great. So a lot of smart devices or smart switches for your upgrades for your smart homes need like a hub or some other device to run this. You don't. This is just wireless, connects to your router, it just finds your wireless network and you connect it right in. So a huge plus on this thing. Alright, so another positive about the smart switch is it's really easy to install. Took me probably like 5 minutes to install it. The instructions are very simple, very straightforward. Alright you guys, so another positive about this smart switch is it's actually voice controlled. So that's another big positive for those of you with a smart home or that are trying to get, you know, the home up to speed. So another big positive there. So I have to say the app is fantastic for this smart switch. It's got the Android app, it's got the Apple iOS app, and super easy, very easy to move around in the app. It's an easy install, it's very intuitive, and it's very simple to set up the scheduling, the calendar, just to get in there and program it. Very straightforward application, so big plus on that one. Alright you guys, so another great positive is that you can set everything up on timers, or you can use the calendar function with this smart switch. And I use it all the time, so all my outdoor lighting is just set up on a timer. So a certain time every night turns on, then it turns off at a certain time later at night, and it's just a great feature to have. You just go into the app and you just program that or set that. So just a super great feature, and like I say, the app is really easy to use, so that's another big positive right there. You can control these things from anywhere. It's nice just to be away and to be able to look at your phone and be like, hey, you know, the outdoor lights are on, everything's working. And like if you look at my other videos, I've got Ring camera, so I can pull up the Ring camera and it's like, oh hey, you know, everything's lit up, everything looks good. Alright you guys, so not really a positive or a negative, but getting used to the touch control on this takes a minute because there's not really a button to push on here. It's just literally you're touching the surface of this, so it's like a hard glass surface, and there's nothing to press on here, so that just takes a little bit to get used to. So there is that. Alright you guys, so let's go over the negatives on this smart switch, and I try to be as unbiased as possible, and like I said, I do all my research, everything I can so that you guys don't have to, and I'll read all the reviews, I read all the comments, everything I can before I buy something. The biggest negative on this thing I can find is the size. So look at this thing, it's a freaking monster to try to put in a single gang box, and so that's my biggest beef, is you're trying to shove this thing into an electrical box, and it literally, like if you've got a bunch of wires in there, you're pushing this thing all the way back and your wires are all the way scrunched into that box. So it's a beast to put into a box. I've done it 6 or 7 times already and haven't had any problems, but you've got wire nuts, you've got wires and everything else, and your copper that you're putting into an electrical box. So it's a big switch to push into a box, so that's one negative right there. So another negative on these, and I'll show you on one of the 3-way plates, I don't have it right here, but when you put this into an existing plate where you've got 3 of these, like 2 regular switches, and then you put this like in the middle, it'll push that plate out just a little bit. So I'll show you a little video clip of that, what I'm talking about. I've got one downstairs where I've got a couple of these guys and they just push that center plate out. And the reason for that is because this plastic is a little thicker than your standard switch. So if you turn this and you look at that, how thick that is, and normally you've got like a metal switch and it's a lot thinner than that, and that's why it pushes that plastic out just a little bit. So that's another kind of a downside or negative, and I'll show you what I mean here in a little video clip. Alright you guys, so this is one of the negatives that I was pointing out, where the switch plate, if you put this in, it bulges the plate just a little bit in the middle. So like I say, not a deal breaker, but as you can see, these boxes are so big, it does push your plate out just a little bit. Alright you guys, so to summarize, these are really good smart switches, and for the price you're getting quite a bit. You get a lot of functionality, you get a lot of features, you get an app that's really easy to use, and you can just use it all over your house, and you can use them in conjunction with other smart home features. And so it's just one more thing you can add to your smart home. And like I say, I like the things, they work really well. Hopefully this video is really helpful, and if Be sure and let me know in the comments what you guys think of this wireless light switch. Like I say, I've had it installed in my own home for 4 or 5 years. I've got 6 or 7 of the things running, fans, outdoor lights, indoor lights, you name it. And they've been bulletproof. They've been solid. I haven't had to take any of them out or replace any of them. So let me know what you guys think. And be sure and like and subscribe. It really helps out my new channel. Check out these other awesome videos. And thanks so much, you guys. Catch you later.